Hello, today we're going to draw and paint a reindeer. Isn't he cute? We're going to start with paper and pencil and some crayons, and then we'll end up with watercolors. The first thing we're going to do is to draw an oval on the paper. If you feel most comfortable drawing it in pencil first, then feel free to do that. Or if you're confident about doing it without a pencil, just jump right into using your crayon. That'll give us a nice big head for our reindeer. Now next we're going to give him some eyes, and they're going to be kind of big, doing it kind of cartoon style. And we can have him looking off to the side or up or down, whatever you'd like. And then let's add a nice big nose there. We're going to do a line here and a line here. What do you think that's for? It is for the antlers. But before we continue with them, we're going to put in this shape for the ears. And now let's go back and do the antlers. They can be straight or curved lines, just coming up, kind of pointing upwards. Now we're going to do his neck, and actually I'm going to do this one in pencil because there's a line that will need to be erased. And we're going to put a scarf on him. And we're going to do kind of a rectangle, but it's rounded on the corners. Do you notice that? I'm kind of rounding them on the corners. So here's where I told you we need to erase. And now we can put the neck in. We hop over that scarf and hop over that scarf. Now, either this way or this way, we're going to put the ends of the scarf just kind of flowing around. So I'm going to put them on this side, and up here I've got some room. I'm going to put those little stray lines there. So we basically have our reindeer shape here. So now it's time to get out our watercolor paints. And we will get some paint on him. We're going to give him a red nose. Let me remind you of what the painting looks like. And get this water here. We, of course, have to use a little bit of water, but I like to take off most of the water and then really dig into that red to get a more strong red nose. If you put a lot of water on it, then it will be more pink than red. Now, one thing, I want to stop a minute, and I want to add a design to the scarf with either crayons or oil pastel. And it can be anything you'd like. Actually, I think I'm going to use this green. And you can make any design you like. I'm going to make one that's kind of like a tree. But you feel free to add stripes or polka dots. What's really fun about using a crayon is it will resist it. When the watercolor goes over, It's so fun. It'll stay looking green even though you're painting on it. Okay, I'm going to go on red with that. So again, I'm putting in the water. I'm knocking off some of it, adding some red, and let's see how it works. Oh, do you see how it resists it? Oh, that's so fun. And if you want a slightly different shade of red, you could add orange to it or some other color. It just gives a different shade of red. You see, it's so fun how it just resists and the green comes right back. I'm going to take off a little bit more so it resists a little bit more. Just giving that a try, see what it does. Yeah, I think ideally going over it with a little less paint helps that resist a little bit. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so what color should we do for our reindeer, do you think? Well, we're going to do brown, and we're going to do a lighter shade of brown in the ear. So I've got my water, I've got my brown here, and I'm going to just come in here. This happened to turn out very dark, but I like that. My other one turned out quite a bit lighter. Go carefully around those eyes. And you go right on, just curve that head. That kind of helps you know where to go. Right in the middle. Get that little chin. And then we're going to move right down to the neck. Now please try to do it nice and neat. Here you've done this gorgeous drawing of the reindeer, and you don't want to mess it up with messy painting. Okay, now I mentioned that the ear is going to be lighter on the inside. I'm going to start with my dark color around the edge. I'll do that on both sides. Now I'm going to dip just in a little bit of yellow. And I'm going to overlap it so it kind of mixes in. And there we have got a lighter shade. Now you could also use pink, which would be watery red, or watery black would be a light gray. So you can think out what you think will be a nice addition to it. I'm going to get a little darker there. Okay, I am happy with my reindeer now. I hope you're going to be happy with yours. Now for the background, we're going to do green. So I'm dipping in my green, and look at, I'm going right over my antlers. Because remember, crayon resists. It's totally fine to go over it. And then we're going to go around our reindeer. Close by the head. up. If you have a paper underneath, you can kind of just go right off the paper. Make a little bit of a mess. It'll wash up easily too, but you could have newspaper or an extra paper underneath it to catch that mess. And you can always overlap some more green if you want it a little darker. And you'll keep going and going until you get it all done. So I'm going to show you two versions of this project. Here is the one I have been working on, and here's the one I did a little while ago. So have so much fun, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.